Hey guys, I know this video is a little late. I got a little busy for the weekend, but I did get something that came in and I wanted to talk about it because I've been starting to see the reviews come out. So I figured talk about it while it's still hot. And I just recently got in my Maximum Series Hulk. Doing the thunderclap. I feel like it sounds so hip hop-ish to say thunderclap, but anyway, so whatever the sonic clap thing that he does, the Hulk does. I don't know if it has a real name, but we'll go with thunderclap. Anyway, so I finally got this thing in. I got this because I did not have a Hulk, and I know a lot of people had like the 80th or 20th or whatever, the anniversary edition Hulk that actually does really, really well, and it's a lot of times people had said that it was being resold at a higher value. But when I checked online, it is now being sold like for $40. Probably because this thing just came out, so the scalpers kind of dropped the price on it, or the resellers dropped the price on it. But this guy is awesome. I do not have a problem with it. Even, I'm going to take the little clapping things off real quick because I just want to show it to you in the video. Even that I did not like the head sculpts because it comes with 3 and they're not the best head sculpts. This one right here is actually pretty good. Seeing it in person, I actually do like the head sculpt. I mean, it's not my favorite. I would prefer something more classic for Incredible Hulk. This is obviously for one specific artist. But I think this head sculpt works really well. Other things that I liked about this thing is that the soft chest, squeezing his boobs, does let you articulate way better. Drop the hand. Has you articulate way better, so that way you can squeeze in to be able to do that clap motion, which is awesome. Especially since this thing is mostly single jointed. You only get one joint, so he can't really bicep that thing. Keep dropping that hand. That hand does not secure well. That's another criticism that I have about that. Let's put one of the other fisty hands on, or grabby hands. So that is a gripe. These seem to stay on a little bit better. It's got bicep swivel. Just the elbows being single jointed really kind of sucks, and it's gonna limit his movement. He can slightly crunch at the waist, forward slightly, more back. I feel like he can get a little bit more back than most. And it's a waist swivel, so he doesn't have, it would have been nice if he had like some type of crunching joint there to kind of help that forward crunching. Not that Hulk has to be crunched over much, but it would have really helped, especially since like he can't look up. He can look down that much, but he can't look up. He can only look forward. Not that Hulk is the smallest person that needs to look up at things, but I would like my Hulk to have a little bit more range than what I'm getting out of this particular one. But I don't own a Hulk. And I heard about the reuse from the previous Hulk with the legs. The toe hinge is what I'm a big fan of with these figures. So I love that it has toe hinge, even though it doesn't have a boot cut, so it doesn't quite help me out in my running poses or squatting poses where he like kind of wants to get into a charging thing, because he can't really quite balance. It's been a whole balancing act thing that I've been trying to do and getting him to some poses. Let's talk about those heads real quick. So here's one of the heads. If you got, there we go. I hate this one. I absolutely hate this head. This is such a dumb head, and it's the only action one that I have. So outside of him grinning, I got this one, and then an even cheesier grin. And I know these, if you were on the comic books, these were some specific ones to an artist. I don't like them. They suck. It also came with the little clapping art thing effect. This is why I don't do reviews. But one of the biggest things about this is that I was kind of wondering how his scale was going to be. So I actually looked at my Marvel Select Juggernaut, and this guy is dwarfed compared to this, which still makes him kind of one of the biggest Marvel Legends that we got out there. I'm wondering, since they were talking about with the effects that we might get a new Juggernaut, we're going to get a Juggernaut this big, or we're going to get something smaller than Maximum Hulk, Maximum Juggernaut, maybe. But also, he is bigger than my Bane, so I think the scaling works pretty well, because I expect him to be bigger than Bane, and it's debatable if he should be bigger than Juggernaut. We hold him there at the same height. Juggernaut's a little bit bigger. I also have an Apocalypse, Marvel Legends Apocalypse, that he's bigger than. So I like it. It's gonna go well onto my Avengers stand. Everybody's been worried about the how well this little rubbery plastic thing is gonna hold up. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's gonna deteriorate more. I'm more worried about the pinching when you articulate in, if that's gonna start to break down there, not really breaking down here. So I mean, that's it. That's what I got this week. We're almost to June, so G.I. Joe, Yojo June's coming up, and then we'll get into Comic-Con, where they're gonna start releasing more, and a lot of stuff's gonna come out. So summer's gonna be pretty packed as far as toy news. I'm wondering if a lot of things aren't gonna come out because of this tariff situation, especially the HasLab. Is that still gonna come out? Because that HasLab is going to be super expensive now with the tariffs, because all this shit's made in China. So I feel like they should just skip it this year. Yeah, do something else. And if they're going to talk about pricing going forward, I don't think Hasbro is the type of company that wants to eat it, especially since they had a lot of divisions that were losing money. I don't see that this is something that they want to eat, and we're just going to get pushed back on it as far as the pricing goes. I hope not by much. Storm Arena came out with the Sagat pre-order. Big Bad Toy Store's killing us, dude. They're charging like an extra $8 because of the tariffs on this thing. This thing's supposed to sell for like $27. It's being sold for $34, $35, something like that. I'm like, jeez, this thing. And I still gotta pay tax and shipping to you guys. This is getting crazy with this tariff thing. Please go back to regular pricing. My wallet can handle it better back at regular pricing. All right, so that's all I got for you this week. The thing I was expecting to get this week didn't come in. It's still hung up overseas trying to get here. So hopefully next week we'll be able to get this out. And I'll be able to show you what it is. That one probably going to be a longer video because it is a lot. All right, so that's all I got for this week. You guys take care.